So I just took the train from my Airbnb to Central Station, and I realized that my 3-day pass had run out. The good news is I figured out how much it costs for a single ride, and it is €3.50 for one ride. Actually, it's for 1 hour, so you can ride as many times as you want in 1 hour. And now I'm on my way in to buy another 3-day pass because they are so much easier and so much cheaper. Can I get a 3-day pass, please?
A 3-day pass, yes sir, $16.50 please.
Yes, it's okay. It's better than buying them separately.
You.
Okay.
There you go, thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
You too. So I just learned something new. Every day this week I've been coming into this one particular bakery to get a really good egg, cheese, and arugula biscuit for breakfast. And they always ask me if I want a drink at the end of it, and I said, no, I don't want a drink. Today I decided I wanted to order a coffee, and I got a medium latte, €2.50. And I was about to pay him, and he said, no, he said, the coffee comes with the sandwich. So every morning this week I've been turning down the coffee, getting the sandwich, and then going to Starbucks and getting my coffee. So I've been way overpaying. From now on, I know I get a coffee with my food, and it's going to be so much cheaper. You can probably see behind me that there are a lot of people gathered here today. My understanding is this is people from Eritrea. It's not really a happy time. Apparently, I've just been a little bit out of the loop while I've been on vacation, but apparently there's some pretty disgusting human rights violations going on in the country of Eritrea right now. They're imprisoning people for no reason, torturing them, and the people are out here today to show their support for their fellow citizens. So it's a good thing in that respect, but it's not a happy day for Eritrea. We are now at the Royal Palace, and a lot of people might be surprised to find out that the king and his family actually live here in The Hague. The more famous Royal Palace is, of course, in Amsterdam, but really they only are there for a few days a year when there's something special going on. The rest of the year they live right here in this castle at The Hague. Right now the current monarch is Willem-Alexander, and he took over a few years ago when his mother, who you probably recognize, Queen Beatrix, retired or abdicated after, I think, about 33 years holding the title of Queen of Netherlands. And the reason that she abdicated wasn't for health reasons or anything like that. She decided that it would be best if the country was led by someone who is closer to the younger generation, which is a pretty good way to go out, I think. Another thing that might surprise people is that King Willem-Alexander is also a KLM pilot. That story came out about a year ago. I heard about it about a few months ago, and he was spotted on a KLM jet. He has his own flight crew, and he works regularly as a KLM pilot. One of the big differences between this royal family and others you may have heard of is the relatively normal life they lead. The children of the king, they actually leave in the morning and go to school on their bicycles here in The Hague. Of course, if you've seen videos on the Netherlands, you know that the Dutch are really, really big on herring, and it is very common for visitors when they come here to eat a raw herring, and this is one of the places that you can do it right here. If you're going to come to the Netherlands and you want to try some fresh raw herring, this is one of the places to do it. It's right beside the Parliament building. Alright, well, this is not The Hague anymore. We're actually in Delft. Decided to come up here in the evening because it's such a beautiful day. I thought it was going to rain all day, so I decided, hey, why not come up to Delft? It's a beautiful, beautiful place, and we're going to take a look around for a little while. Like every time I go to a new place, I am pleasantly surprised. Like I said a little earlier, I had no intention of coming here today, but it was so nice out, the sky is so blue, that I decided to hop on a train and go to Delft. And this is what I'm surprised with. Disappointed that I didn't know Delft was so close before this afternoon. I honestly would have left very early in the morning and came up here, especially since it's such a beautiful, beautiful day out there. There's so much to see, and I'm really crossing my fingers that tomorrow is just as good a day and I can come up here and spend the entire day. What an awesome place. If you are anywhere in the vicinity of Delft, you should definitely visit. One of the great things about traveling around is that sometimes you find a place just by chance that you really, really like. For me, that place is a bar/restaurant called Berger's, B-E-R-G-E-R. The staff has gotten to know me a little bit. They know me by name when I walk in right now, even though I've only been here. I've been here 3 times. I stop in usually at the end of the day when I want a quick beer on the way home. They have a pretty decent beer collection. It seems to be reasonably priced. I've opted for just a good old Netherlands Heineken tonight. Normally I get one of the Belgian beers, but they're a little more expensive for a lot less. Tonight I'm ordering sort of a mushroom open-faced lasagna, so hopefully that's going to be really good. But I would recommend this place. The staff is super friendly. They're really, really nice, and I know you'd enjoy it if you came here. So let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. Oh, that is really good. It's topped with arugula, which I love, because I love the kind of smoky, woodsy flavor of arugula, and it's got these tomatoes, which are actually on branches. So I guess you have to eat those right off the branch. Yep. I would definitely order that again. I've only taken 1 bite, and I already know I love it. Yum. I'll also note that the food came from Leopold, which is the restaurant right next door. So I'm assuming that my bar has a relationship with the restaurant next door. One thing I always notice when I come outside of America is how good the tomatoes taste. In America, the tomatoes that we get are grown and engineered for color and size, and they're tasteless. But anytime I've been outside of America, whether it's been here or in a place like Greece, the tomatoes are wonderful. You can eat them like apples. So this is really, really good. Look at those fresh mushrooms. And they brought me salt and pepper, but it definitely doesn't need it. It's delicious the way it is. Good choice. Any more?